Steve Online, Image Freak. So about this new Photon UI, it's weird because here I am trying to theory craft a new overview, and I've been having planets on the overview, and I thought after a while it'll sink in how big the system is. It'll give me it'd be neat to see how many temperate planets there are, blah, blah, blah. It would be nice for aesthetic just to breathe some life into the system. Because, when you bring up the system information, all it says is blurb. But I was thinking, if I'm not getting anything out of this at all after about 6 months of using this, at the very least, I just want functionality. And that's the thing about the Photon UI. It adds non-functional bits to it, like aesthetic bits that breathes life into the system. And we're so wonderful, and it's like, but we don't want that. We don't want spreadsheets, and we don't want, just because you don't like the spreadsheets and UI stereotype that your game has gotten, rightly so, because duh. No game like this can get away from it. The spreadsheets, but we want it minimalist. We want it minimalist, we want it functional, we want it out of the way, we want it as much pushed to the edges as possible, so we can enjoy, that when we turn up the graphics, the eye candy. Well, it's still fun to pretend I've got good graphics on that one. My computer can't handle it. I never have. But yeah, think about it. Here they are adding this idiotic stuff that started back in... When did it start? When did they start doing it? It used to be stuff like this, right? Really minimalistic. Well, too minimalistic because you hardly got any information from it. But, it was... Now you've got stuff you can't minimize this. And this is ridiculously sorted, and all this empty space. They've gotten rid of some of the empty space, but it's like, seriously, guys? It's like, could you just please, just think about your gameplay, right? They're coming to arrest me because my thought crimes. But yeah, make it minimalistic. Keep it minimalistic. Don't, just because you've got a bad rep for a spreadsheet game, don't start trying to sex up your spreadsheets. That's like the total. It's like it's not spreadsheets in space now. It's cosmetics in space. It's like, what the, yeah. It's a sad state of affairs when you've got a game company that, after almost 20 years, just can't process the basics of keep it minimalistic. This is good. Keep it going. Can we add some information to breathe life into the system? Like I was saying earlier, just could you tell us the system diameter in the description of the system? Could you add more information, like estimated local non-capsular population? Stuff like that. Stuff like that to breathe life into the system that you've left fallow for so long. And it's no longer a point of being fallow and you're ripe for recoding. It's wilderness, it's overgrown, it's a freaking jungle, and there's monsters in there that's gonna tear CCP apart. I don't believe so. I believe their denigration of the spaghetti code of Eve is an insult to not only them but us. It's like, seriously, guys, there are games out there that have rewritten their code twice over and they've gone free to play. So what is your issue? What is your lazy, sweaty meetings issue of the next new patch is going to be awesome, we're going to introduce cosmetics, you can do makeup, and it's like, okay then. I get it. I can't say I don't get it, because after this long, we'd be fools not to understand where CCP is coming from. They don't know where we're coming from because they don't know where they're coming or going. But that's their problem, not ours. Our problem is trying to enjoy the game with what we've got. And if they strip everything away, which I doubt it, because they're too incompetent to strip away the good stuff, because it's too hidden, you know, we'll see. This game ain't changing fast, and has never been in this. You know, weird things happen to it, but yeah, I don't for a minute think this game is dead, or that it's dying, or, you know, it's got the threshold necessary. They keep doing stupid stuff because they're basically AI, manipulated by the 4chan of the nullsec blocks, who are probably literally members of 4chan. So yeah, it's just, what can you do? Nothing really. Just point out the idiocy of what they do and enjoy the game at the same time, because some of the stuff that you just gotta respond to it, right? I mean, they'll never listen to it, you know? I think their attitude is, wow, people are really excited about Photon AI. Look at that, wow. He spent 10 minutes talking about it. He's really excited about it. Can't wait to release it for them. You know, they are in their own media bubble, and they're untouchable. I don't believe anything we can say will influence them, because we don't get enough likes on the forums. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill, play my game. Unfortunately, probably never mine again, because it's just, I love mining. It's just, that's why I'm getting drawn towards games like Elite Dangerous, because there is mining in that game, and it looks fun. You know, it's, even talking about it excites me. So it's like, you know, I mean, doing fobs is great, but it's bashing rats. I never liked bashing rats. It's good income, but it's like, you know, why did they not give porpoise ability to compress ice? Or why didn't they give expedition frigates the ability to fit nullifiers? I mean, I'm not going to nullsec anytime soon, but, you know, why? Of all the things they should have done, they should have given the porpoise ice compression, and they should have given nullifiers. You could sneak in a null second, mine some ice, or sneak in a low second, mine some ice. That would be fun, and not this rat race of racing to the last icicle in high sec with these massive multi-boxers that just blow me away with the amount of, yeah, it's just, at some point, it becomes autistic, basically. But yeah, I mean, after 6 clients, I think the maximum you can humanly do, unless you're, you know, autistic, is 6. You know, a booster, a hauler, 4 miners, and that's the maximum you can handle without it getting, you know, like having 4 modules of the same type with stacking pedals. It's just, anything more is just, you know, you're pushing it at 4, but anything more is just, you're just wasting your time. So yeah, minimalistic. Yeah, you do not. Yeah, just, oh, by the way, don't try Photon UI. Seriously, right now, I've got the only client that's tried Photon UI on Singularity right now. Can't right-click in assets and set destination. Can't right-click in something. Can't right-click anything right now. And I dare not try anything else. And if CCP is so incompetent as to depend on us to tell them their new Photon UI is actually screwing the game up big time, if they can't see it themselves, where's their Q&A department? It's us. They come up with this whiz-bang idea, screw the game up for a whole bunch of people, I'll bet. And they'll probably release it as is, because I don't think their testers are doing more than getting free time and going, yeah, it's working great, man, just give me more free time, thanks. But yeah, it's going to be amazing if it releases, and it still has that problem. It will. They're fools. It shouldn't. It's something. It's like if you code something and then just don't test it and just throw it out there and go, you test it, and it's like you just didn't even do the bare minimum. It's like Photon UI, go just act normal. I mean, how often do we open up assets and go, I need a flying occutor. All right, I'll go set detonation, or you have multiple guys you want to go and you set this. How often do we do that? How often do we do that? It should be in a checklist of most often things we do. You're a coder, you know your game. I mean, maybe they don't have the metrics to tell what kind of commands people do. I don't think so. But could you just play your own stupid game? I mean, if you've got an idea and you finish coding it, could you spend a little bit of time playing your own game to figure out if it works? I mean, could you have your own internal Q&A department? Because it's obvious they don't, with this total cluster app that's being released on Singularity, and now it's going to be part of Tranquility, and I think they're going to get rid of Singularity. I mean, I'm not being dramatic. It's like, writing's on the freaking wall. So yeah, it's just, ugh. Yeah, look at videos, don't try it yourself. And if you do try it, use an alpha account on Singularity so you can write it off if it doesn't work. Literally.